Back at Braves camp for 680 The Fan's coverage of Spring Training 2019. It is Wednesday, March the 20th. Happy spring, everybody. Well, it may not feel like it here in Central Florida. Temperatures only in the low 50s with cloudy skies to start the day, but it will warm up, and it should be a nice day over on the Gulf Coast as the Braves will be taking on the Blue Jays at 1 o'clock. Ben Ingram and myself will have the call of that one on 1340 AM and 1037 FM in Atlanta. You can also follow our coverage on the MLB At Bat app as well. Grapefruit League Baseball coming your way in just a couple of hours. We will also have the Braves Clubhouse Report. That comes your way on 680 The Fan at 2:30 via the magic of radio. Ben and myself will have Tyler Flowers. We'll have Julio Teheran and Brian Snitker joining the show. So hopefully you can join us. We've got tons of baseball coverage coming your way as we are now in the home stretch of spring training. Just a couple of days left here in Central Florida before the team heads north. A couple of exhibition games against the Cincinnati Reds, and then it's off to Philly to start the regular season a week from tomorrow. So opening day now right around the corner, and we will keep our fingers crossed that Mother Nature cooperates in the city of brotherly love next week. Late March in Philly can still be a very, very chilly situation. So we'll hope it warms up nicely for the Braves and the Phillies to start the 2019 season. What we do know Julio Teheran will be on the mound to start the season on the opener. What we don't know is who's going to follow him in those first couple of first series in Philadelphia. Sean Newcomb, today's starter against the Blue Jays, likely going to start Game 2 next Saturday in Philly. But as far as who follows him, right now it's anybody's guess. Kevin Gausman had been slated to be in that series. He threw a minor league game here at the complex at Disney yesterday, but only threw 4 innings and 58 pitches. Now that is a bit of a concern because at this point in camp, a lot of the starters like to be closer to 6 or 7 innings and 85 to 100 pitches, but Gausman still only in that 50 to 60 pitch range. So Brian Snitker rather non-committal on his availability for that first series in Philly. We may see him held back until the Braves take on the Cubs in the first home series that starts April the 1st. So as far as who could start that series in Philly, could be Kyle Wright, could be Touki Toussaint, Max Fried, Bryce Wilson. Really 4 guys in the mix right now. Max Fried looked really, really good yesterday here at Disney. I like what we've seen from him all spring. I think there's been a couple of things he has done that have really paid dividends for Max Fried here this spring. First and foremost, being more, as he said, athletic in his delivery, cleaning things up, simplifying his mechanics a little bit here this spring with new pitching coach Rick Kranitz, I think has been really beneficial for Max Fried here in the early going, as well as throwing the slider more and more here this spring. It's something that you'd see a lot of fastball and curveball from Max Fried, and we saw really good command of that in yesterday's start against the Nationals here at Disney, but he threw some really good sliders as well. I think that's got a chance to be a very effective weapon for Max Fried here in the new season. So Fried certainly very much in the conversation, whether it's in the rotation or whether it's in the bullpen. We will see how it all plays itself out here over the next couple of days. Certainly opportunities for a number of guys with A.J. Minter, with Darren O'Day, with Mike Foltynewicz not being ready to start the regular season. Even though there's only a couple of days left in spring, still plenty of opportunities for guys to win jobs on the opening day roster. And again, we will see how it plays itself out here over the next couple of days. So that's what's to watch for here as the Braves put a bow on spring training here at Disney over the next 4 or 5 days. In Dunedin today against the Blue Jays, in Port Charlotte against the Rays tomorrow. Then it's back at Disney for a night game Friday, day game Saturday, and then it's off to Northport at Cool Today Field. And that's that's a look at what to watch for here over the next couple of days in spring training. I've got a ride over to the Gulf Coast to catch a ball game in Dunedin. Braves and Blue Jays, 1340 AM, 1037 FM at 1 o'clock. Ben and myself will have that. And then it's the Braves Clubhouse Report coming your way at 2:30 on 680 The Fan. Brian Snitker, Tyler Flowers, and your opening day starter, Julio Teheran, are our guests. So appreciate you tuning in to our daily rundown. We'll do it again tomorrow from Port Charlotte. And again, I'm Kevin McAlpin from 680 The Fan.